Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Abigail. I'm a Nigerian living in Portugal. On today's video, we want to talk about why Portugal. I've been having questions like, why did you choose to relocate to Portugal? Why not the UK? Why not the US? Why not Australia? And those big countries. I relocated to Portugal on November 2024. So without wasting so much of your time, let's dive right into the video for today. Before before I relocated to Portugal, I was actually back in my country. I had a good job, and yeah, I did have a good job. I was living a comfortable life to an extent, but right from onset, I have always wanted to get to the peak of my education, and the peak of my education would be PhD, like study for PhD, become a professor, and maybe go into lecturing in the university. So I have always wanted that. So I gained admission to study a doctorate degree back in my country, but I started asking questions like how long is it going to take? So it's supposed to normally take 5 years to finish my PhD back in my country. But when I made inquiries from people who had already done PhD in that same school, they told me that they spent like 6 years, or sometimes even 7 years. Some of them spent 7 years because of strike and delays and all of that. So I'm like, I asked myself because I gave myself a timeline, and I'm like, in 4 or 5 years, I want to finish my doctorate degree and become a professor and start lecturing. So when I did all the calculations, I found out that I'm just going to spend 7 years or even more. And I don't want that because I had everything planned. I'm like, okay, I'm going to do this year, I'm going to finish, and then I'm going to settle down and all of that. So I actually planned my life, and I mean, that is what I do. So I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm going to look outside my country, and then that's what I did. I started looking at different countries. I gained admission in the UK, and I actually applied for scholarship together with the um, degree that I was going to do. But I was not given a scholarship. I was just given a part scholarship. Like the scholarship was just £2,500. Like that's not enough because I would have to still spend a lot of money. So I'm like, oh, you know what? No, I'm not going to do this because I'm sponsoring myself. So I looked at other countries. I looked at Poland, as at that time people were relocating to Poland from my country. So I looked at Poland, but I didn't get the admission. I also applied for Czech Republic, and because as at that time people were also going to Czech Republic from my country, so I applied for Czech Republic and I didn't get it. So I'm like, okay, you know what, I'm just going to relax. And then along the line something happened. I did a surgery, so I didn't travel anymore, and I now had to wait for 1 more year. And then in 2024 I started making research. I started researching for countries with low cost of living, European countries with low cost of living. While I was doing that research, I now saw Portugal. At that time, Portugal was not like, it was not raining, like it was not top destinations for Nigerians. So, but when I saw Portugal, I'm like, the cost of living is low. Like I won't have to spend much to live in Portugal. And then I also checked the tuition fee for PhD studies. It is actually like the cheapest country you can do your PhD for the tuition in the 27 Schengen countries. Okay, so I was like, oh wow. And then I checked the culture, the food, the people, and there's less racism here in Portugal compared to the UK, the US, and all of these other big countries. So I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm going to go to Portugal. And so I started researching universities, and then I saw my school where I school now. I did a lot of research, and then I concluded that I was going to apply for this school in Portugal. And then I applied. with the help of friends, I did the application, and then I did the application, I think January of 2024, and it wasn't so long. I gained admission, and then I started preparing everything to come to Portugal. So yeah, that is why I chose Portugal, because number one, cost of living is low. Number two, tuition fee for my PhD studies is low. So tuition is just 2,000 a year. I mean, I didn't see that low tuition in any other country. So I mean, why not? So yeah, and again, the visa application process is like direct. Okay, is direct, and you don't need to have the amount of proof of fund in your own account. You can actually bring a sponsorship statement from the bank, like someone can stand in as your sponsor, and then get all the documents, and then you submit it, and then voila, that's it. So it was pretty much straightforward to me, and I liked that, since I was doing everything myself. So I did everything myself, and then I came here. So I just came on here to talk about why I chose Portugal, and so far no regrets, because normally I know that I was facing some challenges when I first got here, but this is normal, like for every migrant that goes to a new country, like even if it's Canada that you relocated to, even if it's the UK, for the first 1 year you are going to face some difficulties with getting a job, getting all your documents ready, and stuff like that. So which is normal. I went through that process. I call it hardship. It was a lot for me, but then after 1 year, I mean, less than 1 year, I got a job. I mean, I think after 6 months or 8 months, I got a job. So that is fair enough. And even with the language barrier, I was able to get something. I'm going to end this video here. Do well to subscribe. Do well to leave a comment below. Do well to share this video. Do well to turn on your notification bell, so anytime I post a video, you'll be the first to know. Thank you so much. We've come to the end of this video.